Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Avatar, Netflix live action Avatar, the casting choice for Toph for season 2. And apparently she's going to be more feminine and more sexy.
Yeah,
Toph.
older too.
She's going to be older too. So they're like, look, things could be a lot worse because I know when we first started covering the live action Avatar, there were a lot of really wild rumors, and I don't know if it's something they were considering or not considering, but, you know, they were talking, they were going to set it in like, you know, more modern day setting, and they were going to be like in a high school and all this, like.
Well, some of the stuff came from the casting, directions and stuff that were, out there.
So it was very Dragon Ball evolution of them to try to, and it turned out that, it's not great, but at least it's trying to be Avatar. But now we've got the casting choice for Toph, and people are mad because, they're mad about everything related to Avatar. But in this case, yeah, I get it. She is older, and she said in an interview that, she's going to be a more feminine character than she was in the show.
Yeah, okay. No, that's not Toph.
No, it's not Toph. Like, at least try to get the characters right, and that was a kind of a core of her character, was they wanted her to be prim and proper and whatever, but she wasn't. She was tomboyish. And
here's what gets me is, and whenever you want like characters and you ask for characters that are more feminine in games or whatever, movies or shows, they give you these ugly versions of women and tell you you're a bigot if you don't say, oh, they're okay. But then they have a character who is deliberately portrayed as more of a tomboy character. She's not like super feminine because that's not who she is. And then their answer is to go change that one and make her older and pretty.
Yeah,
or if you don't
right?
like it, you're a bigot.
It's a little weird. I mean, this is the thing. Like, there's your representation right there, and she's blind. So you've got representation all the way around, and you're like, nah, we're going to make her pretty.
We have to make her more feminine, more pretty.
Yeah, we got to make her. So let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. You'll get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo. So
this is the interview that kind of broke the internet here. It's Maya, what was her name? Maya Czech. But they interviewed her on the direct. And they're going to make Toph more feminine. They said they talked to her. She said she's going to be older and more feminine. And they talk about how the show has had mixed reactions from fans and critics regarding changes to the animated series. They said people did not like how Katara was portrayed. But here's where she steps in. So she doesn't even really look like Toph at all.
Doesn't matter.
She really doesn't look anything like Toph.
I just love it. When you want characters that are more feminized in games or whatever, you're told, no, you're a bigot. And they keep putting basically ugly men as women in the game. And then when you have a character who's been is a tomboy character, not super feminine, that's what is actually part of the character, you're going to turn around and make that character feminine. It makes no sense. It's not hard to get right, but we can't make you happy. No, just make the characters act and look like the characters. It's not hard.
So Toph's new actress is Maya Czech? Maya Ketch? I don't know. Recently revealed some changes to her character, like the earth-bending prodigy being a little bit older due to her casting. However, this newest change with Toph might not go over well with many fans. She's going to be more feminine. In an interview with The Direct on the red carpet for Marshmallow, a sci-fi horror film about campfire stories coming to life, she was asked how her portrayal of Toph in The Last Airbender would differ from the animated series. She said, "My version of Toph is going to be a little older and more feminine. I feel like I wanted to work into a very humanizing space for her because, she was a cartoon."
Toph's like one of the most beloved characters in the show. Like, she was like our kid's favorite character.
She was awesome. I'm going to give you a little bit of a heads up. When you're dealing with cartoons, animation that has a following like Avatars, you don't ever want to say it's just a cartoon to these people. I'm just telling you, because now they're going to hunt you down. Then she says, I met Michaela. It's Michaela Jill Murphy, who is the voice actress of Toph. And I feel like we both have a very similar take in terms of process. How
feminine was she in my series? She wasn't very feminine. That was like part of her charm. Toph is probably one of the best characters in the show.
Yeah, Toph was a good character. And I love when they had the play and they had the guy playing, Toph, and he's like screaming like echolocation, like
Yeah, when he does a play. Oh, that was great. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes, because even the play, it was a dude playing Toph.
It was a dude.
Because it was a running joke that she was like a dude. So yeah, my kids, when they found out about today, here are the comments from the kids. Pinky Boo, no, they're gonna make her like Toph in front of her parents, but 24/7.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then Squid King, there's so much there. The idea that she can only be a tomboy because she's fake, and to be in live action, she has to be a real girl. The idea that she wasn't humanized despite being one of the most complex characters in the show.
Yes.
And the idea that the live action is automatically better because the OG was just a cartoon.
Just a cartoon.
This is going to be a disaster. That's what my kids said. I told you, they love Toph.
Yeah, just a cartoon, guys. She's just a cartoon. Yeah, she's actually a very popular character, and I don't think this is going to go well for them. Yeah, they're talking about how season 2, episode 15, the Tales of Ba Sing Se. There's no war in Ba Sing Se, by the way. She and Katara go on a girls' day out at a spa. Despite her apprehension, Toph ended up having a great time with Katara, admitting, I'm not usually into that stuff, but I actually feel girly, and they were caked in makeup, and it didn't last very long, right?
No. It says that she grappled with her appearance and how it connected to her blindness and everything else. So I'm thinking it's going to minimize some of it somehow. You know what I'm saying? By changing this, it's going to make it a difference. I don't think they should have even said this. Like, it's the actor saying it. Doesn't mean that's what the show's actually going to do. But it was really not smart if that's what they did.
Yeah. So the executive producer teased that fans of Toph's debut and change to the gang's dynamic would be faithful to the animated series. Just depends on how much the live action series will crank up Toph's limited feminine qualities from the cartoon and how it will delve into them. Well, it sounds to me like it's obviously coming up now. She is from high society, and they do talk about that, maybe they could explore that a little bit more, because it really wasn't explored much in that show. Like, when she left home, she was like, yeah, screw it. Toph was like the best. Like, I mean, honestly, she's one of the best characters in the show. Yeah, well, good luck with that. So
I don't even want to add to it. What are people saying? And what are people?
Oh, that's what I was going to look at the comments here. Discuss Avatar. Okay, she confirms character adjustments. Okay. Slightly more feminine, and thus all my interest is gone. Toph was funny because of her pessimistic personality and tomboyish nature.
Yes.
They're going to girl boss her. Older, sure, that doesn't change the character in important ways. More feminine, yeah, that's fine. It's not like the whole point of Toph is she's rejecting those norms of proper behavior in society. It says women should embody and living her own form of femininity. Oh, what? Oh, wait.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like what Squid King was saying.
What does being slightly more feminine have to do with humanizing a character?
Yeah, right. You're not human unless you're... I'm confused. I'm very confused, Hollywood. Again, like I said, being more feminine makes you more humanized, yet your characters in the games, you argue that they're more humanized because they're unattractive and therefore more women can relate to them. That's what you say. Which one is it? Pick a side.
There it is. Wolfsbane Comics says, I hate the it's a cartoon excuse to change how a character behaves. She wasn't humanized already. People wouldn't like her. Yeah, she is one of the most popular characters on the show. Yeah, she really
is. If you haven't watched Avatar, you should watch it. She's great.
They ruined Katara's character so they could write Toph and justify ruining her to fix the problem they created. Season 1 was a 3 out of 10. And season 2 is going to be a negative 5 out of 10. Is it that bad? I didn't watch it. You guys watched it, right?
It's not that bad, but it's not. It's the original is better. No question. Honestly, if you have to pick one, watch the original.
When are film studios going to learn? When they go broke. Get this biatch the F off that. Well, it's not her fault. I mean, she's going to do what they tell her to do. She's the one that
opened her mouth, though. I mean, it was
well,
really
that's
dumb.
the thing. Somebody said it's going to be like Snow White all over again, right? Like, you need to.
I don't know. I don't think she's that insufferable. Not yet. I mean, she said one thing that probably wasn't going to go the way she thought it was going to go. But like where Zegler kept deliberately going out of her way to try to
antagonize. Yeah, It just sounds like they caught her kind of off guard. And, I mean,
she's like, she's not like the same, but she's a little more feminine with me. And was like, what's that mean?
What's that mean? Yeah. Holy crap. I forgot about the live action Avatar. I thought everybody was talking about the reboot series. Yeah, I forgot it existed too. I'm like, Avatar, they do that? Yeah. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, they did. They did do that one. I forgot about that because everybody was talking about One Piece. They weren't even talking about Avatar. They said, yeah, Katara wasn't feminine enough in the show. It has to be Toph.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Toph makes no sense. Like,
she was known for being masculine. They literally had a guy player in the play.
right, and that because everybody thought she was like a dude, but that's
Right,
what she
right.
liked. She was herself, and she was fine with herself.
Yeah. Not sticking to the source material and taking liberties with the characters is the reason M. Night Shyamalan is not allowed anywhere near it. Don't make the same mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they never got the Toph in the movies because the movie was so damn bad that, But yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. She doesn't need to be girly.
She was perfect as she is. Yeah,
Yeah,
she
yeah.
was. She was a great character.
Yep. All right, so we're going to wrap this one up.
Yep.
All right, so please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.